welcome to AKS IAS. So after geography session, we will be seeing environment and ecology as well, right? So before I begin with, let me always tell you, whatever you study in environment, it is purely on the basis of English language, which will definitely help you. And there will be few questions which you will never know because it will be associated with current affairs and that can be picked from anywhere. I have always told you, if you get 15 to 16 questions, if you are able to answer 8 to 10 questions, you have done extremely well. So yes, there can be certain issues, but still you will be able to answer if you look at the questions carefully. First, community reserve. So if you recollect the class lectures, right? So we have spoken about these a lot, right? Community reserve. The chief wildlife warden of the state becomes governing authority of such forest. Yes, the authority to maintain the community reserve is actually given to chief wildlife warden. Hunting is not allowed in such area. It's common sense. Whether I have read or not read, this is common sense, right? People of such areas are allowed to collect non-timber forest to produce is wrong. Allowed traditional agricultural practices. They have clearly mentioned that jhum cultivation is also not permitted in this particular area. So this is we need to read specifically with respect to the acts, policies and all. I have given you them in the slides. So if you could go through those reserves, that should be good enough. India, see guys, this is purely on the basis of logic, okay? India, despite having uranium deposits, depends on coal for most of its electricity production. See, India, does it have uranium deposits? Yes. Are we dependent mostly on coal thermal energy? Correct. Uranium enriched to the extent of at least 60%, no, even 3 to 5%. Numbers are mostly wrong. Statement 2 is incorrect. So statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is incorrect. I always keep telling, focus on these certain qualities of the exam which doesn't change. Marsupials are not naturally found in India like kangaroos and all, guys. Recently, this was in news because they identified marsupials like kangaroos and all in West Bengal. So then they thought, okay, this has come to India because of the smuggling. You see, here, okay, now I'm having doubt in this particular line. You see, marsupials can thrive only in an animal can be present only in montane grasslands with no predators is wrong. If there are no predators, then that species population would go like anything. So if this statement is wrong, right? Statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. Right? Then this invasive species specialist group database. Who will give us database, guys? IUCN. Any form of database is mostly given by IUCN. And that was in news, guys. So this is like out of the box. Malabar civet and sambar deer are nocturnal species, not lion-tailed macaw. So this is like, even if you leave, it's fine. And guess this you might have heard, we don't spend much time, but you might have heard about the dances done by honeybees when they have to show the roots and all. So, now guys, this is purely English. 2 questions I'm telling you, okay, even if you leave, it's fine. But this, if you leave, then you have a problem. Some mushrooms have medicinal properties. Some mushrooms are psychoactive properties. Some mushrooms have insecticidal properties. Some mushrooms have bioluminescent properties. Yes. Because this is pure logic. Sum is always correct. See? So this is where I keep telling you people that language is the key in environment. Geography is static. Environment is not static. I will give you 2 years. You read only environment and you write exam. Still your preparation will be at the same level. So don't try to improve knowledge in science and tech, environment and all. Try to learn how to crack it. This is where I keep telling you, like, work on MCQs. People, when we say work on MCQs, you want to read, right? When we say you have to read, you work on MCQs. If I say geography, history, polity, you need to read. People focus on MCQs, right? But when we say environment, science and tech, take institutions, question papers, solve them. Like, you'll get to know how to work on it. MCQs, then people have problem. So I'm just trying to tell you again and again, always remember elimination technique doesn't work. Your paper was completely different. Yes, it is true for everyone. But at least in few questions, the tricks and techniques will help you to score 4 to 5 questions more than others. That you should never forget. And don't say like, okay, this is how 1 and 3 is always correct. It's not in that manner. We say logic must be applied when you are eliminating as well. You see, Indian squirrels, okay, this also allowed. Even if you don't know, it's fine. They build their nest by making burrows in the ground. No, it in the tree. You might have seen squirrels and all are present in the tree. So even if I have not found, nowadays squirrels are not there also, it's fine. They store their food material like nuts and seeds in the ground. This is the most interesting thing is, I want you to know, what squirrels normally do is, they dig and keep food at random places. And they forget. Only 20-30% they recover, remaining they forget. And as they forget and as they dig and keep, they help in growth of forests. Deciduous forests normally come because of this. So this statement is correct and they are omnivorous. So only 2. Then guys, again, language. Like, I'm telling you again and again, if you people have done mistake in these things, God can save you. Why? Language. Some microorganisms can grow in environment, yes. Some can grow in a below freezing point, yes. Some microorganism can grow in highly acidic environment, yes. Some is always correct. There will be some species, no, in nature. So this is where we keep telling you people that listen to us, work smart, not just working hard. You tell me, how many classes should we take to cover each and every species that is there? How many? And this is biology, right? So even if I take a species, squirrel, and if I spend time in telling how squirrel eats, where does it keep its nest? Think, when will I be able to complete? Leave those questions, it's fine. But these type of things, if you're missing, you won't clear. Guys, hardly you need 45-50 questions. And this year, I don't know if the cutoff comes down to 70-75 because of the difficulty in the level of the paper. Because most of the people have that psychology, that paper was difficult. And they have written in fluke. So in fluke, if it increases, it's different. But frankly speaking, cutoff will not be more. At that time, if these type of questions you don't attend, if you don't work hard to hit them, it's difficult. Which one of the following makes a tool with a stick? So this is actually like human beings, guys. Orangutan. Again, common sense. Fine. Let's come to this. In the making of how many of the above, hydrofluorocarbons are used? Right? HFCs are used. See class notes. I have given aerosols, foam agents, fire retardants, lubricants. All are true. You have specific lubricants where, HFCs are used, which will be used in refrigerators. Always, I keep telling in science and tech or environment, where do you use it? All of them will be always correct. Telling you again and again, it is language, guys. It's not me. You take any faculty across India and any textbook across India, and you show me these are the questions that have come from the book. Hardly 2-3 questions everyone can give. So that's what I'm trying to tell. I spend at least 3 to 4 hours telling you in the class, language matters, right? So this is the reason. You see, now again language, you see. Gold mining activity is a source of mercury pollution. Can we say absolutely wrong? While extracting gold, mercury can come? Yes. Coal-based thermal power plants cause mercury pollution, correct? There is no known safe level of exposure to mercury. We do not know exactly at what point. That is also language-based correct. So all the three are correct. You see here the language. Focus on the questions and the language, guys. Spreading finely ground basalt rock on farmlands extensively. Basalt rock has the capacity to absorb carbon dioxide, increasing the alkalinity of ocean by adding lime. See guys, if ocean is acidifying, CO2 is not absorbed. If ocean is moving towards alkalinity, CO2 is absorbed. So this I have told. In carbon capture and storage, we have clearly seen that in mines and all, subterranean mines and all, you can store carbon dioxide. So all the three are absolutely correct. Fine. In India, biodiversity management committees are key to the objectives of Nagoya Protocol. Guys, Nagoya Protocol, biodiversity management committees have important functions in determining access and benefit sharing. See guys, Nagoya Protocol talks about access and benefit sharing, including the power to levy collection fees on the access of biological resources. Both are correct. This is a bit technical, it's fine if you leave. But you see, on the basis of language, I could answer 6 to 8 just on the basis of language. In such a difficult paper, 6 to 8 questions will make huge difference. This is where we tell why guidance is so important, right? Bring questions, solve, sit with us, analyze, understand. Then only you will be able to clear. Else, if you say, sir, I solved the paper, I'm scoring less, we can't do anything. If you don't come up with specific queries, these things become difficult. See guys, from after the exam, you would have heard history, you have heard polity, you have heard geography, you have heard environment. Every faculty has told you different ways in approaching the subject, correct? The problem with students is, for them, exam is same, approach is same. Sir, I learned elimination technique. Fine. It didn't work. Why do you apply same logic for everything? Elimination technique, I have clearly told you, some, all. For geography will be different, polity will be different, history will be different. Until and unless we have that clarity with subject how to approach, we are not going to crack. Fine. So guys, paper was difficult, don't worry about it. Many of the students would have not done accurately because it's not possible for everyone to cover everything. So you will also be in the list. Just focus on your preparation. Fine. Mains preparation is very important. If you have done good with CSAT, you never know cutoff this year. Two reasons. One is, more than 1,000 seats are there. Second most important thing is paper was literally difficult. It was out of the box. Fine. We will come up with certain things and let you know what is the actual cutoff and all. But given the things, cutoff may reduce. Guys. Fine. So guys, uh, start your preparation for mains. Don't stop your preparation thinking that whether I'll clear or not. 3-4 days take break, go to homes, sit, leave all the books, come back freshly and start your mains preparation. At AKS IAS, we will be there to guide you personally for mains mentorship. PSIR and geography optional mentorship will be provided. All optional mentorship will also be provided to students along with test series. Start your preparation right now for the mains because time is very, very less and mains is very easy. Irrespective of however you have performed, this paper is such a way that you can be in the list. So tally slowly, like look at the questions, take time and then come to conclusions. That should be good enough. Fine. Thank you.